All right, well, Saturday, like 12:30 or something. Um, Rented a parts store, got a battery for that. I got to pour some gas in it, and I got to get my throttle cable hooked up there. Try that, but we're going to test start this thing. I was going through tightening bolts and odds and ends. I got to find a metric for that one. Apparently the whole frame is metric. So I don't have that nut, whatever that thing is, 12, 13 millimeter, I don't know, metric bolt sizes, blah. So back when I was a kid and my grandpa had his sawmill and some other guys I knew, everybody had to have a name for their lumber company. So my grandpa was Twig and Knothole Lumber. Knew some other guys that were Section 12 Lumber and Fuel. They figured the fuel was selling slab wood. So I figured the lumber company got to have a name. And I was planning on pulling these doors off and painting the top of this, clean it up and paint it gray. Look better without the rust, but I figure when I got the doors off, I'm going to give the doors to Maddie. Figure a good name for this operation would be the Kitty Wampus Lumber Company. So she's going to paint me her interpretation of a wampus cat on the doors there. So we'll see what she comes up with when we get to that time, but we'll test run it long before that. But I got something else that I've been meaning to do for the longest time, but the weather and everything else. Our friend Gary sent me this nice sticker of his 720, or 520, excuse me, 520. And if you don't know, Gary has a 2520 diesel in much nicer condition than mine. And his channel shows stuff that he's doing. He's got a Kubota, he's got 520, 2520. Lately, he's been making the rounds at the auctions, makes a good auction video. And just a lot of other farm and tractor related stuff. So, thank you, Gary. If you haven't watched Gary's stuff, go check out his channel. Well, folks, we're about to film the test start here. We got oil, we got gas. Had the gas turned on here for a while, so we should have a full carburetor. I got the throttle cable is just there. I've got it adjusted where I've got all the range I have. I think we're going to go all the way up, but I don't know if we're going to idle back down to nothing. I might have to putz around here, but I think I may have to put a stronger return spring. Or possibly some adjustment down here may be what we need. But for now, let's see if we can make this go. We got it choked. I have not started this, so this is number one on this engine here. That part ain't bad. Yeah, it doesn't want to go all the way back down. I guess if you let it snap all the way from wide open, it does go down. Well, I guess I can't complain about that. I still want to tighten up a few things over here. These look original, but I could go with a bigger bolt. That center in there is bigger. It'll take probably a 1/4 inch. If I look around here to get something that'll take the slop out of everything. Well, all we need is drive belts and a couple little pieces now, and we could test saw a log. Well, I came out here to see how this was. I had a little water infiltration from the snowbank in front of my bale wall there melting, but it's pretty much drained out of here. It'll be froze solid by morning. It's 23 now. I'm planning on taking my bales out of there, and I got to get this tractor and this baler out of here and put up my calving pens here quick, which is going to have to mainly be made out of cattle panels, and this can be a divider between the two. I have a gate on each side, so I should be able to chase them right in here. They can be, 16 by 15 they would be. And this side is fine. If the cow wants to pick at these bedding bales through the panel, so what? They're just fluffy. And wire grass. There's some of that nice sedge, whatever, they're bedding. If they want to pick at them, they can pick at them. I want to throw down plenty of bedding base in here when I do it, so. She'll be the first one to calve, so. A week, supposedly. So Bella here got friendlier. She was never the friendliest thing, but she just had to grow up a little bit. All right, well, we're going to call that a video. I just wanted to put something there. Got a guy should be pulling in here anytime to get my blue Chevy. I never did say nothing about that, but that wonderful DOD system or whatever they call that, Chevy cuts out the cylinders for gas mileage, and then your stuff don't oil. My number 7 cylinder went to pieces, sucked the valve. Cody's taking some parts off of it after he smucked the deer, and this guy's gonna come by what's left of it for parts. All right, there's a little sawmill, a couple cows, and we'll see what we get up to tomorrow.